live. Before we get into this, yes, this is Fishing Planet. You can get it for free at PS Plus. It's on Sony PS4. Um, Figure I'd do a little relaxation, a little cutback today, but before I get into it, let me do a disclaimer as always. Armor Gaming live stream is live. Armor Gaming is not responsible for anybody in the videos, the type chat, the comment section, or such, except for the representatives of Armor Gaming. This is an 18 plus channel. If you hear or see something under 18 that you shouldn't hear or see at the age, that's your own fault. You are warned. With the disclaimer being put out there, let me jump into it. What's up, King Ray? Welcome to the channel. For the subs and people that come across the channel, yes, I normally do more like gun games, things shooting people, running around and doing all that crazy stuff. But I figured, you know, this is a game I play as one of my fill-in games. You know, in real life, you work your ass off all week. You know, on the weekend, you go fishing, go hunting. So I figured maybe you know, people ask, what do you do when you're not shooting people, when you're not in these games, you know, blowing people up, shooting stuff? And this is what I do. It's a relaxation. It kind of runs down, you know, I'm kind of relaxing, kind of resets the old mojo. As you can see, I've already been fishing for a little bit. I got 4 pounds at 33.1 pounds in the upper left-hand side of my corner. You know, it's just a peaceful, relaxing game. It's actually it's a very fun game. It's very relaxing. You level up, get your coins, get your money and everything. And if you download it and you don't plan on playing that day, I do strongly recommend about the same time every day logging on just to collect your daily in-game reward, because you build up cash a lot faster that way, whether you're playing the game or not. But yeah, it's a very peaceful game. Can see if we can catch some 1 to 2 pound fish, you know, some bigger boys and stuff. This is the start out lake called Lone Star Lake in Texas. As you can see at the top, it tells you on the top left, tells you the time of day that you're fishing. Day 1 of 1. It's just a daily fish thing. If you're gonna buy the licenses to fish, I would strongly recommend buying the advanced licenses, only because it gives you the ability to fish at night. Certain fish, when you hit certain weights or certain type of trophy fish, you can be fined by the game warden, quote unquote, in game. And it just saves you overall. You know, it's a little more for the advanced. Buy the unlimited, that way you can come here fish all you want and there's no restrictions for you. There are tournaments you can go and join into, catch the most fish or the most weight, whatever the stipulations are, and you can win coin and like little trophies, things like that. So it is a pretty interactive, pretty unique game. As you can see, there's a few people over in here with me. There is an in-game type chat. You touch touchpad, brings it up. So there are people in here. It is an open lobby. It's not a private lobby. I am in a private PSN chat. It is public. It's called Gone Fishing. I named the chat just so if any of my friends jump in, they know what I'm doing, and I am live streaming, so keep that in mind. But yeah, if anybody ever does have this game, wants someone to go fishing with, maybe there's some things I know you don't know, maybe there's some tips you can give me. You never know. But I figured I'd just do a relaxation today. I woke up this morning, I just felt like, you know, started cleaning up the old system, freeing up space, and you know, it's like, I was like, oh man, I don't really feel like grinding today. I don't feel like going out and just grinding and shooting, getting kills and getting KD and worrying about that. I just want to game and relax today. So I figured today I'd do a little bit of live stream for a while and, you know, just go fishing. Literally just go fishing and relax and just enjoy the peacefulness, the serene sounds. If you listen carefully, you can hear the birds, you can hear fish jump, you can hear the crickets. You hear that? Peacefulness. Serenity. It's really, really laid back. It's actually a very good game. If you've never bought it and you have PS Plus, yes, there is a Fishing Planet 2.0 starter bundle. It's called Fishing Planet. You can go to the free section on PlayStation on the store to the free games that PSN Plus get, and it's actually in there for free. It's been there for a long time. It was released the same time as AAPG, the game that this channel was built off of, and has 20,000+ hours of gameplay and video clips. So I mean, it's a very relaxing game, and you know, right now I got my casting spoon on, I got my spinning rod on, and I have another loadout that has a bobber on it, so I can just sit there, drop the thing in a hot spot, and just let it do itself. It's actually a very realistic, probably one of the best fishing games, if not the best fishing game I've ever played, and I've played several across my accounts. A lot of people have been asking one big question: Armor, where have you been lately? We haven't really seen you. You come on, did a little bit of a gameplay with APG, but you really haven't been on. Where have you been? Yes, this account is always showing us offline. Almost 1,900 friends in this friends list. if I turn around and had it showing us online all the time, forget about it. I'd never get into any type of match, any type of game, because I'd be dealing with responses to notifications and messages, and list goes on and on. So this account never shows us online. And yes, I haven't been on it for a while. I do have another PSN account. And if you guys have been around for a while, you know that originally my name was LT_cyber_shock. I was offered a chance by a very reputable clan in AAPG, America's Army Proving Grounds, to come over and kind of be an advisor to them, you know, kind of help with the guys, get them up there, and it gave me the opportunity to bring cyber back into the game. So yes, I do have another YouTube channel I just started. So if you're seeing this video or you come across it, please go over, like, and subscribe at the other channel. It is FYC_CYBER_shock, SHOCK. So it's FYC_cyber_shock. It allowed me to bring cyber back into gaming after 20 years that he was here, and I changed the name for Armor Gaming to promote the channel. The other channel has a few things on it. I'm working on montage and stuff that will be up there within the next couple weeks. I plan on doing a lot more live streams, a lot more video play over there, and that channel will be monetized. So if anybody chooses to donate to a channel and they want to donate to it, they can donate to that channel. This one is just to publicize the game, hopefully get people over and get content given to the game by the developers. It's not to make any money whatsoever. The other one will be more professional, and it's going to be more detailed, more open-ended stuff. And you know, I'm going to try and hit up on some other major things and major games and stuff, and going with it. So, you know, it's a filler game. It's just a relaxation day today. That's why you guys are looking like, wait, what the hell? You're normally shooting people. What's this? Is a fishing pole in your hand? Don't adjust your screen to this fishing. It is relaxing, and that's why I'm doing it. I just decided, you know what? Let me throw a live stream on. You know, have some fun with it. You see if people like the game. Maybe someone has it and sees and wants to jump in. Feel free to. If you don't have me as a friend, feel free to add me. Armor Gaming, RMORGAMINGYT. That's the PSN gamer tag. So yeah, if you have it and you come across the channel and you see I'm on live stream, jump in, add me as a friend. I'll accept. You just come right to the lobby I'm in, and we'll just go fishing, just have fun. Real life, like I said, you grind all week at work, and then in the weekend you get drunk. Maybe you toke a little. You know, I don't know what everybody's cup of tea is, but I'm you know, I'm not a hypocrite against anybody. I do it from time to time myself. I'm not gonna lie. I do not promote it, but you know, that's my vice, and if someone else has the same vice, cool, all for it, whatever. So, but yeah, that's what it is. It's just a peaceful day of relaxing and fishing. One other thing I really want to touch on with the whole industry of gaming and PS5 and all that coming out, if you haven't seen it, go look up the YouTube videos. The new PS5 is insane looking. In all those times you've been in a public lobby gaming with people that you need team-based communication and they can't hear you or they can't talk to you because they ain't got a mic, the new PS5 controller will have a mic built into it. There's a new set of headphones. The difference with the PS4 controller and the PS5 controller is it went from DualShock 4 to a DualSense 5. And what that means is, like, when you're in real life pulling the trigger of a gun, you have a tension. You can feel a tension in your finger. The triggers on the controller for PS5 for the DualSense will have that feel, that tension, so it's more realistic pulling the trigger, shooting, the recoil, and things like that. So you won't have that, you know, vibration from the DualShock. It's actually going to be literally a tension on it, like a spring in there that you're pushing against, pulling against, just like you would actually be pulling on the trigger of a gun. So the PS5, insane looking, like insane. Like, it is probably the sexiest, yes, you heard me right, the sexiest game console I've ever seen. My only issue with the PS5 game setup that they're showing is that controller. We are Sony. We are not Xbox. Why does this controller look so much like an Xbox controller? I don't get it. The button layouts are like a Sony, but you look at the overall shape of it, it looks like an Xbox controller. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie, it really does. I'm always straight up with everybody on the channel and stuff, and you know, tell them like I feel it is. Also, the biggest change I see is people currently use their phone chargers on to charge their headphones, to charge their controller. Those Android plugs will not work with the controller headphones on the PS5. That's right, they swapped it up to a bigger plug port, and it's going to be a C type. That's a C, like A, B, C, like C as in cat. It's going to be a C type plug. So it's a little bit fatter, a little bit wider plug piece to plug in and charge your stuff. So you will no longer with the PS5 setup be able to charge your headphones, your microphones, your controllers, and your phones all at the same charge. You can plug the charge and plug cords you have now into the PS5 and charge your Androids and stuff, but they won't work for the controllers. The game will be backwards compatible, and they came out with a very unique feature that I'm kind of hyped about. There's going to be 2 different variations of the PS5. One is not going to have a disk drive to it. It's going to be straight digital download. Go to the PS Store, buy the things and download it. No worries about this. And it's going to be about $50, they're saying. About $50, $75 cheaper than the one with the disk drive. Now, if people don't have a actual Blu-ray player, I mean, you obviously got PS4s and whatnot. So if you're using PS4 as a Blu-ray player for your TV, if you buy the digital download version of the PS5 without a disc drive, you're gonna have to buy a Blu-ray player. So for $50 to $75 more, you got a very, very high-end Blu-ray player, 4K to HK UHD capabilities, like really, really nice. Another question I've seen people ask, and I did my research and I found out. They said, they were like, oh my god, it just stands up. How am I supposed to put this where I keep my PS4? You can't lay it down. Yes, you will be able to lay this thing down on the side and it will still work perfectly fine. So it's like taking a PS4 with the stand and putting it upright. It's the same thing. You're going to be able to just lay it down. So that's not even an issue. You don't have to worry about it being bounced off and fucking with the disk drive and all that. But the graphic card is insane. They got a bunch of good games. I couldn't believe it when Sony released the actual video launch of it, and it's just an insane looking system. The new Xbox coming out, personally, if you've ever seen a nice expensive bottle of wine, the box it comes in, that's kind of what the Xbox looks like. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen the reveal for the Xbox, the new one, I sat there looking at it thinking this is some kind of booster, like sound booster, like, you know, an amp or something for a car stereo. I thought it was something like that, but for the system. So I'm waiting for him to show the system. And like 25 minutes into the launch video, and I'm sitting there, and they kept pointing at it, and it finally dawned on me, wait, this ain't an amp, this is the system. It looks like shit. Like, it really looks like a box. It's about a foot tall, probably like 3 to 4 inches wide by 3 to 4 inches thick. It really is just a box thing. And the biggest thing I noticed, not only did Sony make their new controller for PS5, the PS5 DualSense 5, look like an Xbox controller, which is crazy because they're Sony. Has anybody ever really paid attention to all the details for the Xbox launch? If you look at it, the color that lights up on top or the speaker setup or whatever it is, the air vent flow, with all those holes on top, is blue. Last time I checked, that blue is Sony's signature color. Xbox is like a green, like the Monster Drink green, and they went with a blue color. It's like, wait, what the hell happened? Y'all crossing together, or what's going on? You know, a lot of other details I've heard behind the scenes in the industry. I do know a lot of people within the industry, developers for game companies, people at Sony, different things. So I'm gonna try and find out all the information perfectly first before I announce it to you guys on the channel. I will go out the distance and limit and find these things out. But it's like there's a lot of questions that rise to me when I hear these things as a gamer like you guys. And I'm requesting to know the information, to find out what's going on, and really know all the details. When they showed the PS5 launch reveal, they showed it with the controller, they showed it with the control charger, showed the 2 different systems. Obviously not going to give you 2 different systems. You're going to get the one with the drive or one without, obviously. I mean, personally, I'm going to go for the one with the drive. Use it as a Blu-ray for my TV. You know, it's going to be more expensive than the PS4. Hands down, no questions asked, it really is. You know, so I'm not sure what the exact price is. I'm going to try and find out before they actually launch it and maybe give you guys a heads up a bit. I did sign up for be a PS5 beta tester. But the launch thing actually showed headphones that come with it and a PS camera and all that good stuff and all these cords. But they didn't announce that that's all going to be in the package with the system you buy for the price, or if you have to buy all that separate. But they're not saying either way. So I'd like to know if that all comes with it, and then it really would justify the price that is rumored to be. If not, the price that's rumored to be, it's not really, to me, that's not even realistic in this day and age. How many people have $500 to $700 for a console? Just to throw it on a console with no games, no charging ports, I mean, really, they're talking $700 for a system? Hell, for $700 you can buy a house. You can put a down payment towards a house. Make a payment towards your mortgage, make a payment towards your car, pay some bills, buy some groceries for the house, buy the kids something they need. So I mean, there's a lot of us out there that are adults, and we're all like, really, we're just, we have kids. We're getting older. We're not young anymore. With that being said, I'm gonna, stay tuned. FYC_cyber_shock. Make sure you jump over there. Like, subscribe, promote that channel, help me out, pass along to your friends. I'm going to be putting a lot of content. There's only 3 things over there right now. First thing was I put up almost a 40 bomb. That's right, 40. Put up almost a 40 bomb on checkout on AAPG. I was in there with the clan leader from FYC Murder Side. Very awesome guy, really great guy, really great group of guys, A1 shooters, 100% clan, armor, obviously, so I've been in with a lot of these really, really great guys. I met a lot of really great guys and people on there lately. Had a lot of great matches. But I do see the problem, a lot of people using hacks. And I'm reading all these Reddit posts, all these online posts and community pages, and they're talking about the game. And people are on there pissing and moaning and complaining. Why doesn't PS4 have the content that PC has for APG? And I actually sat down and talked to some of the developers, and they broke it down. And it's a business. Obviously, we know, I've said this many times on the channel before, it's a business. The game is a product for them for whatever monetary value they're getting from it. And they said the problem is every quarter they set aside money to bring that content to PS4 for us. And instead of being able to bring the content, put in the server and pay Sony for the server, they have to spend that money instead to fix the servers because of people using modded controllers, using strike packs, Cronus Max Pro, evil mod controllers, actual hack codes, wall hacking, all this different stuff these guys are doing. So then I get looking at it, the people that are pissing, moaning, bitching, and complaining the most on those threads are the ones that are using the hacks and codes. So my question is, why complain when you're the ones that are causing it? Like, it makes no sense. It's like if they were to stop their mods and hacking for a few months, let them get their quarterly funding and bring us the content, then do whatever you want. I don't give a shit at that point, personally. But stop for a little bit. Let us get the content that all of us, including them hackers, want. And it's because they're doing their hacks and cheats and codes that are fucking up the servers and costing us that content that they want just as much as we do. So, a lot of stuff been going on with that, trying to get rid of the hackers and all that. But I'm going to do my best to get all the actual legitimate information for the PS5 and everything like that. But I did put my name in the hat to be a PS5 beta tester. And if I get it, I'm not going to lie, I put 2 different accounts into there. So if I get it for both, not saying I will, not even saying I'm going to get it for one. If I do get it for one, I'm going to keep doing an unboxing on my phone on the FYC Cybershock channel. So make sure you like, subscribe, and stuff like that. And show you what the PS5 looks like months and months before it's going to be launched in public, which should be around Black Friday, like most systems get launched when they're released. Just in time for the holidays. But if I do get it for both accounts I put in there, I will do the public unboxing at FYC_cyber_shock channel. And I will take and show you what it is. Any games that are duplicates between the 2 sets, if I get them, not saying I'm getting them both, but if I do get 2 of them as a developing beta tester, or whatever you want to call it, for the beta test for the PS5 to test it, I will keep one that I'm not gonna take out the box. But I will turn around and take that second one. I will take all the duplicate games and any games that aren't my cup of tea genre that I have to beta test in order to keep this stuff for free. I will take all that stuff, put it into the box, wrap it up, and I will do a live stream giveaway for that PS5 before it actually launches. So if I end up with 2 sets, guys, there's a potential that one of y'all could end up with a PS5 months before they actually launch. And on top of it, it's not going to be the American model. Everyone that really knows me or watches the channel stuff knows I have a Japanese MLG system that's worth $1,300 sitting in my house. That's what I game on. This is going to be a Japanese, not the Japanese MLG, but it's going to be a Japanese model PlayStation 5 that'll be given to the testers to test out and give positive critique and what they feel is wrong, what needs to be adjusted on it from an actual gamer standpoint, an unbiased standpoint. So yes, there's games that not my cup of tea, I would never play, but if I do get it, I will be playing them, giving them an honest critique as if that's my favorite thing in the world. I'm not going to BS it around because I don't like that type of thing. And that's all they're asking for in return for over $2,000 worth of shit that they'll send you in one pack. These boxes are already boxed up with all these games and stuff like that. So if my name is drawn, I get through the vetting process and I get it, I'm going to get it. If, at that point. Not saying I'm going to get it. But if I do, hey, I'll be happy. If I do get to, someone on this channel will get a free PS5. I will do the live stream giveaway. I will personally be mailing it to your house. I'll get with you in private, get your information, send it to you. I will only announce in the channel your actual game name. I will not, you have my word at that point, if that does happen, I will not be giving out your personal information to anyone else. That will just be kept totally confidential. I'm not that person that will just give out people's information for no reason. That's just not going to happen. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed guys, root for me to get it for both accounts, and at that point, if I do, someone potentially has a good chance of getting this other PS5 if I end up with two of them. But if I only end up with one, I'm not gonna lie, I'm keeping it for myself. It's expensive. I will keep it for myself. I'm not gonna lie. But if I do end up with two, I will give the other one away. I'm not gonna just keep two in my house for what's just me at games.
You give one away?
So. But as far as what's going on now, I'm gonna throw the line out. We're gonna see if we can catch some fish. See if we can have a little bit of fun with it. See what we can catch. And when I catch it, if you've never seen this game, it'll draw it in. I'll fight with him a little bit probably. When I pull him in, it's gonna turn around, hold it up on screen. It'll show you how long and how much it weighs, how much money the game will pay me for it. I do not have a premium account, so if I were to cash out, it'll show me how much, if I had a premium account, paid account, I would get. And it's not that big of a difference money-wise, really, to justify me putting money in the game to buy a premium account. It just doesn't for me. So let's throw this out here. This line is not one that I'm just going to throw and sit in a line. This one is going to be a casting line. So when I go out, you're going to see in the upper right, underneath that casting spoon picture in the upper right corner screen, you're going to see this little like water design with a little white fish with a red face, and you kind of have to keep working your R2 button to keep it bobbing up in there in that little sweet spot, and find the sweet spot, find the sweet rhythm to pull these fish in. If you see the water here, if you've been watching, you'll see like the little white ripples and stuff. Those are hot spots for the fish. So if you do play a game and you want to know where the hot spots are, that's where those are at. If you look way out, you'll see that little buoy bobber straight out there, like right off the tip of my my thing right there. There's one right there at the tip of the line. There's another one way out right over there. Those are deep spots or hot spots, and there is one right here that's a very deep spot right underneath the bridge. Yes, this is Lone Star State, Lone Star Lake in Texas. So it is like very realistic. So if you make note of where these four are, if I'm in a lobby with you and you're in there with me, you will see these markers. If I'm not, you're not going to see these markers at all. I earned enough money in the game. I bought a pack of them and I just threw them around. I have some on some other lakes to show me where real hot spots are and things like that. So like you just seen the flash over, there's a little bobber and stuff. There's someone over to my right. There's just cast in there. This Shoddy Boy 205, he's a level 4. This says Dotty Guy. You know, and it will show me, if I open this up, it will show me what everyone's caught. So while I've been sitting here talking, you see people catching 0.81 pound grass pickles, a 1.53 pound trophy white crappie. There's a lot of fish in here. There really is. And if it's a trophy fish, like if you catch one that's 1.35 like this guy did, that's a trophy white crappie at the very top of that chat box. If you catch the next one that's 1.34, it won't be green. But had you caught the 1.34, it would be green, and then the 1.35 would be a trophy white crappie, because you hit the trophy limit for yourself, and if you catch one bigger, it's another trophy fish for you because it's the biggest one you personally caught. I could go through my things and show you a lot of the trophies I've caught. I've got a lot of really big fish I've caught, not on this one. What's up, BR? Appreciate that. Definitely respect it. You know, if you watch the video, I just said I have another actual YouTube I'm starting up that is going to be monetized, but this one is not monetized. You can't donate to the channel. It's not made to make money. It's just to promote the game, get content. And I do mostly AAPG, American Army Proving Grounds, but I've done live stream giveaways for Warframe. I've done a couple of videos for Payday 2, how do you power level up in Payday 2, very easy, very simple. You know, there's a couple things from PlanetSide 2 and what else is there? Warframe's over there. So there's a lot of different content. Mainly it's AAPG on this channel. The other channel will be AAPG, and I'm going to start doing content there for other big name games. This is just one of my filler games that, you know, you'll be grinding, like, oh man, I just don't feel like doing this today. And you got those little games you fill in to relax once in a while. This is one of my personal ones. It's Fishing Planet, really awesome game. And there's a free starter pack. So, you know, check it out, guys. I mean, you know, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But, you know, hey, it's for free. You're not losing anything. So, I mean, it's really this simple. Check it out. There's a lot of good free games underneath there. If you like Call of Duty and you've never played Call of Duty World War II, it is currently on the PS Plus free section for free. Go grab it. Even if you don't download it, play now, buy it. You'll purchase it now for free. That way it's in your online library. You can download it anytime. Any of those games are, if you don't plan on playing them now, but you're like, damn, I want to test them out, try them out, buy them. They're free. Just grab them for free. They ain't going to cost you none. And this way, when you do have free time, you clear up your figurative speaking gaming plate and you have space, you can download and try it. Who knows? It might be something you're going to absolutely love. It might be something that you guys might do YouTubing for. So you never know. It's always good just to grab them, have them. There's games in there I don't think I'll ever play, but I did purchase them for free just to say, hey, I have them. I'll try them out, see what I think of them. But I play a lot of other games. I have GTA 5. Let's see, GTA 5, pretty much every Call of Duty in Modern Warfare. Yes, I do have Warzone. Don't get me wrong, I really do have it. Let's see, GTA, Rainbow Six, APG. I got a couple hunting games, and the list just goes on and on. If you have my friends that have seen my trophies and seen that, Payday 2, definitely. The Sniper Elite series, Watch Dogs, Division 2. A lot of names that when you hear, you're like, oh, that's actually a name brand game. So I do have a lot of name brand games. I'm going to try and do different content things, really good content to add to the channel because it will be monetized. But as for now, I'm going to light this here. I'm going to throw this out there and let's see if we can catch a fish. Let's see if we can catch a fish. I already got 4.024 pounds of the 33.1 pound that my Fish Jail XS can hold. I would, in the max weight of any fish you can hold in that thing, if you notice right below the fish hut, it's a little fish and it says 8.8 pounds. So any fish over 8.8 pound, I will not be able to hold in that jail. You have to upgrade to a bigger one and stuff like that. But an 8 pound, 8 ounce fish, that's a pretty big fucking fish. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty big. So if you're catching fish more than that, let me know where and how you got it, because I'll go upgrade to the next thing and I'll go catch them. But yeah, that's a pretty big fish, 8 pounds. So we're gonna light this cigarette. We're gonna sit here and pick a spot, and we're just gonna cast out. Well, that one's right there, so we'll just cast right to the left of it and see what we catch right mid. We'll send this out here. Let's see what we can catch for a fish. See if we can catch something straight down mid. Yeah, you can adjust your pole line by pressing up and down your D-pad. Let's get him up mid. See the little white fish with the red face? And then I just do like about right here to up about mid, and then I just do a little tap 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 like a heartbeat, trying to get the little casting spoon to kind of react like a little fish would, and maybe some of the bigger fish will bite onto it. That's what I mean by sweet spot. Find that sweet spot about mid there or whatnot, or low, depending on the time of day and the type of fish you try to catch. Some of them might actually be towards the bottom, some might actually be falling towards the top. So you just got to figure out the fish you're looking for there at that lake, and about, you know, whereabouts they might be in the water to do it. And if you look to the right of my pole, you'll see like it almost looks like someone threw a rock and you got the little ripples. Those are hot spots. Those are fish. And if they're white, then it's a real major hot spot. Like right now I'm at 55 feet out. closing. And you see the bars got a little blue. I'm about to catch a fish, and there he is. Caught him. Let's see what we got here. Only pretty much fighting. He's at least 0.8. He's at least a 0.8 pound fish. Oh, he's pretty good size. Let's see. I think we can hit over 1 pound, right? Oh, 0.6. It's a pickerel. Almost 15 inches long. He's worth $47. And I just gained 17 XP for it. I can release him or I can keep him. I got plenty of room in the jail, the fish jail. I'm going to keep him. You know, and it shows at the bottom my name, my ranking, tells what I caught, and they round it to the nearest tenth. So, you know, he was just in a 0.7, so they put it as a 0.7 pound grass pickerel. He kind of looked like, the pickerels kind of look like an eel without that eel fin. It's just an actual fish fin. Let's see, what else can we do here? This guy's over here. Let's go fish by him. Maybe he's got something close to him that he's missing. Let's see if we can pick up some little slack over here by him. Ooh, hotspot out here to the right I just saw. Right above the tension bar staff on the right. About the midsection, just above it. So my next cast will be over there to the right, because I just seen a major hotspot pop up. And you see them all along where the tension bar is here on the right. And so that's telling me there's fish over in that area somewhere. But this spot, you know, no one's over there fishing. Let me see if maybe when they threw their lines and it chased fish that way. That's why I threw over here. I would recommend if you catch 1 or 2 fish in a certain area, throw your line somewhere else. Because your lines in fighting with that fish in the water might have drove some of the fish the other way. You know, don't keep dragging the same spot, because if you do, you're probably going to hit a dead spot and just be sitting there trying to fish for no reason, wasting your time. So, you know, after 1 or 2 fish, maybe 3 if it's a major hotspot at most, and then swap to a different area. And there's different locations. You can walk around the whole lake and go fishing on the left and the right and whatnot. There's a little swampy pond behind me that has a lot of lily pads and stuff like that. If you catch your line in the weeds, you're going to have to rethread your line. I'll make a complete video on how do you do that. I'll strip my stuff down and rebuild it. And look, oh, went over there and I caught a fish. Look at this. Wow, he wants to pull from close. He's pretty good size. Look at him. He wants to fight it. Come here, buddy. You're not outrunning me. Come here. Wow, there we go. 1.6, almost 1.7 pound, 14.2 inch spotted bass worth $130. Very good start. Another 17 XP gained. Keep going this route. Oh my god, my fish jail is gonna be full, and I'm gonna be fucking leveling up like crazy. Oh, right up mid. I just seen it. There's a hot spot right about there. Let's just see what I can catch out there. Major hot spot popped right there real quick, right around that area. So let's see what we catch here. Let's see if I can catch another good sized fish. We're off to a good start, guys. 2 good fish right off the rip. Good size for that specific type of fish. Pickerels normally don't get up to a pound. Look at that, caught one. Oh, and he's not really fighting much, so he's probably about 3/4 of a pound, half pound. He's not really fighting, so he's gonna be a smaller one. Oh wait, he is gonna fight as he comes in. Okay, maybe he might be just under a pound or at a pound. You can kind of tell after you catch enough fish about how big he's gonna be. It's spotted bass. I can tell just by the fight. 1.3 pound, 13.2 inches, $106, 14 XP gain. It's really that easy. I would definitely invest in getting this value spin, 6 foot 3 inches. By holding L1, I can show you what I have. My setup with the bobber is a Telefloat 14 foot 9 inch pole, and works really good for you know just going out a short distance. I don't have as big a line out there. That's loadout 2 and loadout 1. Loadout 1 is the one I'm using right now. And the characters you make a guy. They kind of look like a mixed up Mexican. Like this guy. Look at him right here. Look at this guy. Watch. He kind of looks like, and there's no offense to Mexicans, he kind of looks like an Israeli or a Mexican. You can't really make him look too much like a white guy if you're Russian or Polish or white. But like this guy over here, I can tell just by looking at him that he is not a male. He's got a female character, and brunette female character. Mine is the same, but mine is an actual blonde. Like, it was the best looking character, and it still looks like crap if you ask me. So the person you are, you don't really look that great, so it's good that we can't see ourselves. But yeah, Let's cast another one out. There was a hot spot over here I wanted to get at, so let's go see what we got over here to this side, see if we can catch something else. If you notice, I'm not really casting in the same spots, because when that plunks in, all the fish over there, you might get one or two to stay, but most of them that might be in there are going to scatter. Just like in real life, it's very realistic. They're going to scatter when you hit. So I always try and cast way beyond or way over to the side and pull to it. Shooting right into that hot spot is not a great idea, because if there's any fish in that hot spot, you're probably just chasing the fuck away. You know, but like I said, these little markers you see, make note on the maps where they be. You see right here to the left of my pole, you've seen a white splash. There's no white fish in there. That's a fish jumping out of the water. So we're gonna cast right there to the left a little bit here in a sec, and you see all the little ripples in front of me that are hot spots, because I'm gonna be dragging into a hot spot right in front of me here in a second. And I'm at 67 feet climbing down, you know, coming back to the dock. So I'm gonna look and see if maybe I can catch something, slow up a little bit here. See if we catch something in here. And if you catch, I think it's like 20 or 25 fish in a row, it's like some kind of trophy thing that you can get in the game, and you get coins. It's a good way to get coins. As you level up, you get coins. Oh, something's pulling. I got him. Right in that hot spot. Look at that. Watching these hot spots, watching what they're doing, pulling them out. Huge thing. 0.713 pickerel, just over 15 inches long. He's worth $48 and 17 XP. So, what is that? 3 fish, 4 fish, you know, 3 at 17, 1 at 14, so that's 34, that'll be 65 XP that fast. In just a few minutes, I've got 65 XP, and I've gotten a pretty good amount of money. My fish jail's getting heavier and heavier, so, you know, now it's at 8.4, almost 8.5 pounds out of 33.1. So I can sit here and do this for quite a while before I have to leave and cash out to come back in. Because once I'm full, I gotta cash out and get my money, or else I'm not gonna be able to keep any more fish for money or XP. It's just, I mean, I'll get the XP, I just won't get the money. It just kind of sucks. But you will get more XP by keeping them. It will credit you more if you release them. I think you only get half that XP. So half of 14, the one I got was 14 XP. We used that example, half of that's 7. You know, what's 7 XP? It really ain't much. I think I'd rather personally have the 14 XP. But yeah, by buying an advanced license, you don't have no restrictions. You won't have to pay 100 to 200, 300, 400, whatever it is, fine per fish for it. And you can go fishing at night, where most of these basic licenses will give you a restriction, no night fishing. And night fishing, a lot of predator fish are out. So if you're looking for some big vicious fish, that's when you come out on the night cycle, fast forward, whatever, and get your time to there and go fishing in the dark, and you can catch some really, really good fish. I figure by doing this on a day cycle, you can actually see the water, you can actually see more apt what's going on. I don't think a live stream on a night cycle would be very fortitude for me. So we're just gonna sit here and fish and relax, and if you come on the channel and you got any questions and stuff, just ask. Like you see this RFF guy, those guys that pop up periodically on the chat to the lower left that say RFF and stuff like that in yellow, those are the developers of this game. So if you ever see one of them, say thanks, man, appreciate that you actually made this game and made it nice for us. So but yeah, it's a relaxing game, and if you do have it and you come on the stream and you see him on, add me, Armor Gaming, RMORGAMINGYT is the PSN name. Send me a friend's request, I'll accept. And you know, just go to Lone Star Lake, and right above the go fishing part, they'll say rooms. Just go in there, tap to the right on your D-pad, and just find my name and just join in. This guy right here, you know, create a sponsorship. He's another developer. Anything you see come up in yellow like that as a name, that's a developer of the game. I actually fished with a couple of them. Didn't add them as friends, but they were really cool guys. They were really good. They gave me some tips and tricks, and some of the stuff I was doing. Yep, trail fishing plant. And I gave them some tips on what I was doing, and they're like, oh wow, I didn't even think of that, and they did it, and they started doing better. So you can always learn from them. They can always learn from you. And it's like any game. You learn from each other. You have fun. You excel. Things like that. And it looks at 18 feet. We're going to have a bust on this cast. So obviously there's nothing to the right. So we're going to pull out the water, and we're going to cast to the other side over here. Oh, there's a hot spot right there. Let's go see if we can catch some out of that real quick. Go right past and drag into it. Like I said, don't ever drag into the hot spot. If you can cast over it, do so. And then just tap, 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 tap. You know, you're constantly with this setup and these casting spoons, you're constantly working that R2 button. So you will be sitting there and your pointer finger better be on point. You're just gonna tap, 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 tap. I don't ever go with the stop go below that little fish in upper right because it doesn't seem to really catch so much. So it's finding your own personal rhythm, what you're comfortable with, and what works for you. That's just a generic, you know, guideline of where to be. I do try and keep it at least 1 dot to 2 dot. I don't like to see it hit 3 because then it just means I'm dragging too fast, the fish can't keep up, or the fish can be like, hey, that's not a real fish, fuck that, I'm not touching it. But yeah, Trill, it's Fishing Planet. There is a free Fishing Planet 2.0 starter bundle on there. If you haven't gotten it, grab it. It's not like most games when you get a free starter bundle, there's half the shit you'll never use or it's trash. The stuff you get in the Fishing Planet 2.0 starter bundle is all stuff you're going to use. Really good stuff, really good bait. I believe there's a casting spoon in there, different things like that. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff to grab for free. I mean, if you got PS Plus, shit, take it for free. It's worth it. It's definitely one of those add-ons that you'll love to have as a starter bundle for this game, as opposed to some starter bundles for other games. Another good game that I played that a lot of people have been showing interest in me lately, asking about in private lobbies, is PlanetSide 2. Yes, on the free section, PlanetSide 2 says it's PlanetSide 2 open beta. It is not the beta. They just opted not to change the name and just launch the game. It is the full game. It's a non-stop, never-ending war. Pretty cool, and it has a huge storyline behind it. So if you ever played and never read the storyline, go on Google, look up the storyline, and read it. It's actually really, really cool. The detail to the storyline was amazing. For this account, I no longer play Warframe. I'm kind of boycotting them for violating, you know, bullshit that they're doing, promoting for, we caught a pedophile on there. If you haven't seen this video, it is on this channel. You know, and the guy reported me for having multiple accounts that I put money onto the game from all the accounts. There's nothing against the TOS about having multiple accounts in Warframe, but Digital Extremes took it upon himself to ban me because two other people with multiple accounts reported for multiple accounts, admitted it was them, and they're still in the game. One was a pedophile, and the game company knows that the guy hacks and does all this stupid shit and is a pedophile, been reported thousands of times, yet they allow this guy to stay in the game. I'm a father, I have kids. I have 2 daughters. I am not with all that, and I do not at any time, and will not at any time, promote or value to a game that allows this pedophilia to take place when there's a lot of kids in that game. I think it's really wrong. They banned me from the game for having multiple accounts, and the kicker is they turn around are promoting for this guy to keep doing what he's doing. And I've actually spoke to people. One is a father of a 12-year-old boy who plays the game, and informed me that on more than one occasion this gentleman sent nude pictures of his personal area to this 12-year-old boy. Digital Extreme is well aware of this, yet they have not pressed any charges. They haven't filed any charges against them. They have not removed them from their game, knowing that most of their fan base is young kids. Why you allow someone like that to stay in your game says a lot about your self as developers. So I am boycotting it. So you will not see that. You will not see me do anything for Warframe ever again because of that situation. So I mean, if you like Warframe and you want it, cool. It was a good game, but that is the reason why you will not see armor or any of my accounts in that game no more. I just don't agree with it. It goes against my personal standards in life. There's plenty of women out there why a gentleman has to hit on underage kids, and you got game developers allowing it to happen, knowing it's happening. It's just kind of disgusting. It's kind of sad, it's kind of pathetic, and I don't really agree with it. And I know a lot of people that watch this channel, a lot of people that I've met, they don't agree with it either. And a lot of people I know that play the game have boycotted the game as well. So if you do want to play the game, cool, all for it. It was a great game. I am boycotting just because the way the developers handle people like that in the game and refuse to actually address it. And I think as the Digital Extremes developers and stuff like that, they should be ashamed of themselves. I think that companies should be ashamed of themselves for doing what they did. perm banning people to January 1st, 2035 because they have multiple accounts and put money in their pockets off the words of people they know are pedophiles and hacks and don't spend money in the pocket. Like I said, the game companies, it's a business to them. So it makes no sense to me why you would ban the guy who isn't violating TOS, who has exposed these type of people in your game to you, along with thousands of other people have done it. Yet you're going to ban that person who's putting money in your pocket, and which is what you made the game for, is to make money. And you're going to keep the guy who is not putting money in your pocket, who's destroying your servers, who's promoting this and making your game look bad. But you're going to keep him. So honestly, it makes no sense to me whatsoever why they reacted the way they did and did what they did. I mean, the guy reported from multiple accounts admitting it's him, and they kept the guy. Like, hold on, you banned me for the same thing that he's saying I did and he's doing. Yeah, I put money in your game. He doesn't. He costs you money. It don't make no sense. You can leave your comments about what your take on it is in the comments below. I will read them. I do read all the comments. So, but yeah, it's just insane, you know, that this is what goes on. You know, right now I'm taking a sabbatical from AAPG for the moment. I have plenty of content to go through and montage to make off what I have on my FYC_Sliber_Shock account for that new channel. So there's been a lot of hacks, cheats, modders, coders, and stuff in AAPG lately, and it's really just starting to annoy me. You know, I don't mind going to a game and having one of y'all shoot me straight up. Cool, nice shot, good job, you got me. I just gotta step up and realize to watch your corner, you know, do something better. But to go in a game and get shot through a wall, I watched a gentleman yesterday morning take his CZ pistol and fire 5 rockets out of it at someone. Literally watched him. I mean, I didn't know the pistols shot rockets. I mean, if that was an add-on DLC I missed, you know, someone please, you know, in the comments or write me up here and let me know. Yeah, that was an add-on. That, you know, maybe I missed that. But when the RPG on Uptown is already fired and there's no other RPG on there, and this guy's firing 5 RPG rockets out of a pistol back to back, yeah, that just, it don't seem right. You honestly know this guy's hacking, you know. And I went in the game chat and said something, and he laughed. I'm not hacking. Like, dude, you shot rockets out of a pistol. Like, there's no doubt you were doing something, you know. You're kind of idiotic if you think I'm gonna be that dumb enough to believe you're not doing anything. So, you know, I'm taking a little sabbatical for some time from it, resetting my mojo from it, and you know, hopefully some of these guys will get caught, be pulled out, and that game will go back to being the wonderful, glorious game it is. I have the utmost respect for the United States military, and this channel is literally 100% dedicated to the men and women who earn service, who protect our rights and do our freedoms and stuff. And I think that these guys that are hacking and stuff like that are totally disrespecting what they're about and what the military does for us. I may not agree with some of the stuff that the political parties send our troops to go do, but I still respect the troops because they're out there on the front line doing what they do to protect us and to protect our rights. So I have the utmost respect for them. I've got relatives that have been in the military. I got in trouble when I was younger. Did some stupid things, got in trouble with the law, couldn't go in the military, and it's sad, and I regret not being able to. But I still have the utmost respect. I wear a set of dog tags around my neck, and it has my gamer information on it. People ask all the time, you in the military? Nope, but I respect the military, and I wear it as a sign of respect for them. And it's a reminder to me not to do stupid things anymore. I'm almost 40 years old. I ain't got time to do stupid things. I got kids to worry about. You know, responsibilities now as an adult. So, as a kid, you know, you don't really have responsibilities. You just do whatever the fuck you want. And, oh, I got yelled at. Okay, it's over. But as an adult, it's a bit different. So, I am going to take a little bit, a few days to a week off May 8, trying to reset myself and see what I can get. There is a fish right here. Literally right here. So, let me swap my, oh, I got to finish reeling this in first. Well, let me swap the poles. Okay, here we go. Let's throw this one right here because there's a fish right there, and let's see what I can get here. He's like right in this area, so I'm just gonna sit here with this for a second, see if I can pull him up. I am using semolina balls. A lot of the fish in this lake, most of them, 80 to 90%, I would say, actually enjoy that bait. I don't know why. I have a friend that used to do fishing with me. He used to use the cheese. He'd be like, I'm catching those crackhead hood fish with the government cheese, you know. And he would catch them. And it was just crazy to see how many fish you'd pull out using the cheese. I personally have tried the cheese a million times and never even got a bite. Not even close to one. Let alone, like, see, he's biting on it. Got him. Oh, he got off, you little bastard. Stole my bait. Let's pull this right in here. And we'll pull it right back in. Hopefully, he will turn around and bite back on us again. He's like right in this area, like right about there. So I'll sit there and wait and see if maybe he might be. He's probably, yep. He's probably coming out of this lily pad patch to the right. He's probably darting out and grabbing it. That's probably what's going on. It's probably a sunfish, because sunfish, when it gets sunnier, tend to sit around the edging of these swampy little like leaves and stuff in the water. So, hey, look at this. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Just walk right in front of me, like, hey, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Can I help you? Yeah, but yeah, I mean, the good thing about this is when you throw your line or someone else's and you reel it in, for whatever reason, the game's visual will not allow you to entangle lines with other players. So that's a good thing. It's a very good thing that you won't entangle your lines with it. But if you get caught up in the lily pads here, you will have to cut your line and rethread it, and that's a pain in the ass. So if you guys do come across playing this game, you come across that and you're not sure how to do it, let me know if it happens a lot. I will do my best to make a video showing how to rethread the line. I know when I started, it was a pain in the ass. It was such a bitch to figure it out. But I figured it out, and I do it like it's nothing now. So I can do a video and walk you through step by step on how to rethread your line, set it up and stuff with the equipment you have. You probably don't have the same equipment as me if you're just starting. At level 14 was 15. So I'll do my best to give you whatever tips and tricks I've learned. And I've learned the hard way with no real help. So if I can pass along something I learned to you that makes it easy for you, cool, I'm all for it. It's all about making the gaming experience that much easier, that much better. So, you know, let's see if I can. The hotspot is like a little further ahead, so let's see if I can throw that out in that. Oh, wow, way too far, way too far. Let's reel this in real quick. I need that little white bobber to be in here towards these ripple tips a little bit here. Right about there. So let's pull on a little bit. Now let it sit there, because there's a lot of ripples going on in that one little spot there. So let's see if I can catch some. You're not, in my opinion, I haven't caught really shit to do it. Oh, you prick, stole my thing. I reached for a cigarette and it stole my bait. Let's see if I can put that right back in there. Oh yeah, nice cast, nice cast. Let's get you right up in the middle of this. Okay. If you watch the bobber at this point, you might not see the tension bar turn blue at the bottom, but you'll see that bobber start to move. Just remember your bob. Yep, there it goes. Look at it. Got him. Got him. Give me him. Green sunfish. What I tell you, right here by the thing, it's going to be sunfish because it's so close to this lily pad thing. The sun's up. You can see the sun in the background. Beautiful view. And they tend to sit over around these lily pad areas. So if you're looking for sunfish for a trophy or one of the challenges, it's a good spot when you have a sunny day like that to check right around the outskirts. You see hot spots right in there. You're going to catch sunfish left and right. Very, very good tip to use if you're looking for sunfish. He's just shy of a half pound. What is he? 0.4, 17 pounds. You know, so he's not the biggest, but hey, for $13, I keep him. 5 XP. I'm not going to complain. In that bar under XP, if you notice, it's getting thicker and thicker. The empty part of that white bar under the XP screen, that's much more need to hit my level 15. So I'm not far from 15. My jail hut isn't even half full. So by the time I hit that, if I keep getting XP like this, I will be 15 going towards 16 fast. So yeah, upgrading stuff is, you know, it's worth it. It's worth doing it. You don't have to keep going in and out and out. If you find a hotspot, you don't have to leave it to go back out and come back in and try and find a hotspot again, because you've already found it, and it seems like the hotspot is right here. So I got plenty of more fishing to come with me here, so I'm gonna throw this out there, see if I can drag in. Beautiful sun out. Let's see if we can catch some more sunfish. I'm gonna pull this in, pull it 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 in. Right about there seems really good. Maybe a couple more tugs in here. Yeah, all right. Let's see if I can catch something else, because there was still a hot spot here after I pulled him. And if you notice the water way it's moving, if you look straight off to the right of my pole out there, you barely see the bobber, but that bobber is kind of drifting with the water wave to the right more, which is bringing it closer over to the area of these lily pads. And being the sun's out, there's sunfish around these pads. When I pull this in, I'll turn around, I'll show you behind me. Like, there's some lily pads straight up past. There's some out to the left a little bit. There's some over here to my left a little bit. There's a hotspot way out there by that center thing. Couple of them way out there. Wow, I might go around the side of the thing. And got him. Yep, see, there's another one. This is a bluegill. Really sharp looking fish. So let me do this so you can actually get a better view of them. You know, that's what the fish looks like. Holding R1, you'll actually be able to really view them. And you know, I can kind of swing them back and forth with my left thumbstick. But yeah, I can take a picture with them. You know, take a picture of them. I can screenshot, send to people. But hey, 4XP under the $13. You notice that the bar is getting closer and closer to the end there. You know, and this is the type of setup you're gonna start with. I'm gonna swap back to my other one and see if I can drag with some of these hotspots out there and get some a little bit bigger, get some mine XP going. I really want to hit my next XP and share that with the channel. Share it with you guys that sub to me, that have stuck by me through everything throughout the few years I've done this channel. I really appreciate it. We're at 171 subs and climbing. It's slow and steady, but you guys know you're not here to put money on the channel. You're here, you know, to support someone who's actually trying to get the content stuff for the channel. You know, get the content for here in the games that I play. And I really, really do truly appreciate the support. You know, you guys have been great. You've been awesome. You know, a lot of good feedback, a lot of good comments. I've had a lot of you write me personally on PSN, outside the channel, and, you know, converse with me, talk to me, add me as friends. I've been in several games with them, with you guys, and it's always a great thing to meet new people that are really like-minded, really awesome people. And I really do appreciate it. I can't say I've ever met someone that was a douche of any sorts with the channel. It's been just a great experience, and I never thought that it would be that way with YouTube. And if I had thought that, you know, I would have said something by now. But honestly, it's just been great. This is obviously a big fish fighting me right now. I'm surprised he isn't coming in so easy. Oh wow, yep, jump again, buddy. Come into the 50s. If I give him down below 40, he's done. He's coming in. I promise you he's coming in at that point. Yeah, he's coming in. He's not going to fight me out. Now I got closer range, more torque and pull. He's coming in. Oh wow, he really is trying to fight. Oh wow, look at him trying to take me back out to 40. Not today, buddy. Not today. Get your butt back here. Wow. You got to be at least a 1.8 to 2 pound fish. There's no way you're fighting that much and you're less than that. If so, this fucking game's kind of screwy. Oh wow, he's a good size. Almost 2 pounds. Wow. It's beautiful spotted bass. I mean, he is gorgeous. Look at this thing. I mean, look at, he is beautiful. He's still swinging on the pole. He's just a beautiful, beautiful catch. You know, that's almost 2 pounds. 148 and 20 XP gained. That is insane that he is really, really that big. I'm going to screenshot this. Because some of my buddies that just started getting this game, they're like, oh wow, you can really catch a 2 pound fish? Yeah, I can catch a 2 pound fish. You guys should see it live. So, that's a pretty good catch. Really, really good catch. I seen that hotspot when I was over here with the bobber line fishing over to the right of the hotspot. I said, well, let me try and catch him, and I snatched him. So, I got really lucky. That was a good catch. So if you enjoy fishing and you just want to relax and fish, you know, add me as a friend. RMORGAMING YT. It's on PSN. Feel free to send me a friend's request, and I'll accept. And you can just go right through and jump right in with me, and you know, see if you can catch some stuff. You know. But yeah, if you got any questions about anything to do with a lot of the games that you know I know about, if I don't know about a game you're asking about, I do know people that play multiple of the games I don't play. I can ask around and try and get the information for you. I do have a little bit of an inside track to things like that you guys may or may not have. So any questions for any game, let me know. I'll ask around. I will find out for you. I will do my best to find out any information for whatever game you want information on and see what it is. I will, however, not support or look for information if you're asking for cheat codes for hacks and stuff like that. I do not do that. I don't hack, I don't cheat, I don't code. Hell, I don't have anything like that in my possession. I would never purchase something like that. I appreciate and respect that with myself, that I can do the things I do without doing all that. Just gives me a pat on the back and saying, hey, you know, this is what it is. So, you know, I'm either going to do good or I'm going to do bad. And I'm going to do it all on my own. I'm not going to, you know, need something to power through it and do it for me. So, I mean, but yeah, today's just a relaxing day. So how are you guys doing today? How are you guys spending your Tuesday? You know, how's the weather where you're at? Here in New York, the weather's pretty decent today. You know, but I want to take time and touch base with you subs and you people that watch the channel, and you know, really extend my appreciation for you guys supporting me for the last 3-4 years, whatever it's been for the channel, maybe 5 even by now. It's been fun. It's definitely been an interesting little hobby and fun to do, and that's why I opted to make another channel and make it more professional, monetizing things like that. Not looking to make $1 million out of it. Or anything like that. It's just information to, you know, help you guys with different things, maybe meet new people. It's always good to meet new people. It really is. It's really good to meet newer people. And I mean, I got people inviting me to chats and everything right now, and I'm doing a live stream. It's like, hey, if you look at the channel you're sub to, maybe you realize I'm in the middle of something, you know. Another pickerel. Yeah, he's not big, but hey, $31, we'll keep it. You know, we're about halfway on the jail for the fish right now, so maybe we can catch something good. I'm seeming to get some really good hits out in this area, so I'm gonna go over in this quarry area and see if I can catch something. I seem to be doing pretty good hitting that spot and catching fish right in that area, so well, hopefully we can catch another big spotted bass, because they seem to tend to be right around that middle marker I have in the water there. And you know, so let's see if we catch another spotted bass. Maybe we catch another dummy. They think it's a real fish. I kind of got the rhythm going, and you know, so it's a good day, really good day. I'm at 15.8, almost 15.9 pounds of fish out of 33.1 I can catch. So let's see if we can cap this up in fish real quick here, and then we'll cash out, and you'll see how much I can get just from sitting here, talking with you guys, relaxing, enjoying the day, being peaceful. I can make over $1,000 in-game money off fishing just doing this. And you'll see without premium account, it's like over $1,000 to $1,500 most of the time. And if I had a premium account, it'd be a lot more. Then when you get the more fish and you cash out, then you see the big difference. But if it's just a few fish, it's not really a huge difference in XP and points. I think it's like a 50% boost or something. So if you get 1,500, you're gonna get like 2,200 and something if you had the premium account. Come here, buddy. I know you're biting into it. There you go. Come on. Oh, he broke off the line, you little prick. There's one right around here somewhere. Hey, let's just throw it a little bit out here and see if I can drag him. Let's see if I can drag him in this, like here. Normally I would just throw the bobber one in, but I don't feel like really, being he's this close and he was biting that hard. I kind of don't want to waste time swapping to the other one. I'm going to get the line back in the water quick and see if I can snatch him. Try and bob this around like the bobber reel I have. See if I can just sit in and just bob it a little bit. If I could tap a little bit and catch him, it'd be really nice, because he bit on there hard, so he's a pretty good size one, whatever it was. And he's not going to bite, so he fucked off. Alright, that's cool. We'll go, let's see, yeah, let's try over here. Let's see what we got over here. Who knows, maybe he'll come back to this area and I'll catch him on the end of the drag if I don't catch a fish on the way in. So, you know, at least I know when I get it closer, the thing's going to be right around here where he was biting, so there's a potential to catch him. But out there, I might have a potential of catching something even bigger or just as good. So it's all just in relaxing and just find your rhythm. You know, just real peaceful, real relaxed. But yeah, let's see if we can hit this 33 pound mark real quick here. We're at 15.8. We're about halfway there. Maybe we can catch, let's see if we can catch some good sized ones and fill it fast. What is that, 16 pounds, 17 pounds difference there. So maybe we can catch 16, 17 fish real quick at a pound a piece, right around there, and fill up my thing. And I'll show you before I actually go to cash out what's actually my fish keep, and you'll actually see the fish, the weights, and all that. You know, so you can actually look, and if you say, yeah, this one's a little low, I want to release him and go catch something bigger in that spot, by all means, awesome, go for it. Maybe you'll end up with more money, more XP. I tend not to do it. I just take what I got and I'm out. Oh, there's one right in that area because he just tried biting. I seen the tension. Let him bob down a little bit and just real slow tap. I bet you it's the same one I'm trying to catch. I'm probably going to have to put the bobber line in the water and catch his ass because he's like right in this area fucking around. Yeah, he's going to toy with me. If I don't catch him in this next 17, 16 feet, I'm going to throw that bobber in the line and see if I can catch him. Yep, alright. Let's do this. Alright. I know you're right in this fucking area, dumbass. Let's see if you'll bite on the Seminoles real quick. Yeah, you're right in that area. Nice cast right there. Just pull it in a little bit, put some tension on the line. See if this dumbass will bite this more than that casting spoon. He bites on this and I pull back. He ain't fucking running off on this one. It's got a pretty good size hook on it. It's a size 6 hook. It's pretty good. It'll lock into him pretty good. So if you know you got one mess around, you can tell he's kind of big like that. Size 6, size 8 hook with the burbs on it is actually a very awesome hook to have. Because once they bite into it, you just tap L2 real quick and got him. Knew I'd catch whatever was in that area. He kept biting on the line. He didn't want the casting spoon. He wanted the Semolina balls. They're awesome bait. I have several of the bait. I even have live minnow bait that I could use. But fish in this area this time of day, they're not really going to bite on it. On this map, on this specific lake, the live minnows are not going to really pull too much. There's not as many predator fish. Emerald Lake has some pretty good predator fish that they work good with. So, you know, it's just different lakes you unlock as you level up. But remember, you have to buy a pass and all that to fish there longer for days and all that. So I wouldn't buy a long pass there unless you plan on playing this game for a few days and stuff like that. Then it's kind of worth it. You can catch some really good money off the fish you catch over in other lakes. But it's just a peaceful, relaxing thing. Just fishing and catching, you know, and just see how things are going. So if I don't catch none here, I'm going to cut more to the right. Low key, I'm actually thinking about going over here to the left where this guy is, just past him and shooting straight across and dragging mid. Seeing if I can catch something. So, you know, like I said, how you guys doing today, you know? How you guys enjoying this content, this filler and thing? This is what I do when I'm just, I just want to be myself. You know, I don't really want to get in chat. I don't want to be grinding. I just want to relax and enjoy some gaming, relaxing. It's just one of those days, you know, you wake up and like, I don't feel like fucking really doing shit. Like, it's one of those days. And, you know, so while my fiance is watching TV in the bedroom, I'm just in here just relaxing with the game. Come here, buddy. I seen you bite. You're mine. What, I catching a pickerel? Oh, it's a pretty good sized one. Nice, 54 bucks. We'll take him. Let's cast out here, see if we catch some. He was kind of on this side of the marker over there. Maybe there's more over here. So let's see what we can catch, you know. If it slows up too much, I will walk around to the other sides and see what I can catch. You know, so let's see what we can catch here. If you notice my little bobber fish with the stop going to top right here below my casting spoon, you actually see the setup. It's a casting spoon, 1/6 of an ounce, number 2. They sell them in gold and silver. This lake, the silver one that I'm using, tends to work better. For whatever reason, I think it's when the sun hits in the deep darkness of this water that it collects off that silver one more than the gold one. I'm not sure. Maybe the fish here just like silver better than gold. I personally don't wear gold unless it's white gold. I like that silver look. So, I mean, it could be the same thing for the fish. Who knows? Fish could be like people. we don't fully know. I personally don't fully know, I should say. But yeah, that casting spoon, if you're doing a casting line like this, tends to work the best. The little spooner thin ones, not really. They don't tend to bite for whatever reason on this map to it, but this casting spoon 1/6 of an ounce number 2 silver actually tends to work really, really well at catching some good sized fish in this lake. You know, so if you like fishing and like winter time or something like that, or you can't get out to go fishing because this whole quarantine lockdown, all that, the travel restrictions, you know, this is a good second nature to it. It's actually pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run around here. Oh, before I go, before I head off this part, there's another part where you can go fishing, but you see all the lily pads right here. You have a very high chance of getting caught in this and costing your line and all that, and having to go buy new line, new hooks, new bait, whatever. So keep that in mind. If you don't have a good stockpile in your inventory like I do, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get it. Like, they're low ball fishing over here, probably catching some small ones. It's more shallow water. Another good tip I can tell you is if you go into the shop and you buy stuff with the cash and coins you earn in game, just remember, it may go into your home. If it does, you need to look at the map and see if it says travel. If it says travel, go into your inventory, go to your home, transfer those items to your backpack. If you do not have them on your backpack, guess what? When you go on the lake fishing, you can't go into your home. So all that stuff in your home is useless to you. You only have whatever's in your backpack. So by carrying it in your backpack, whether you're going to use it right now or not, maybe something might change in the middle of your fishing trip that, hey, I need that. Oh shit, I don't have it at home. If it's in your backpack, I'd rather have it in my backpack personally and not use it than not have it and need it. So just remember, when you look at it, it's going to say travel. And if it says travel, hit square travel, then yes, by all means, go into your inventory, transfer it from your home, put it in your backpack. That way, if something happens where you might actually need something, definitely have extra hooks, extra bait, extra line in your thing. Like you can see at the top right of the screen, I have 2 of these silver casting spoons. So for whatever reason, one does snap off, I have another one to put on and go right back at it and try and catch that fish or whatever. It really comes down to being prepared. But yeah, you'll have a much better experience fishing if you actually are prepared. The only thing they'll sell in the game that you probably want to have when you're fishing is if you want beer and stuff, you gotta have it in a cooler next to you at your house or in your fridge. So, you know, supply your own beer, supply your own toke or whatever. Oh, there's a fish right there. He just tried to nibble. I missed him on the pole, so I might have to cast back out for it. Maybe he'll chase after it. Sometimes they do. So I'm hoping maybe he'll cast and jump after 18 feet here. He's not too far out. And this is like really shallow right here where I'm at. I can almost look inward, pretty much see the bottom, you know. Like if you look down, you can kind of see where it's like really dark hue in here. Not the loop of it, but if you look down in, you'll actually see it's like really, really dark right here. That is the bottom of the water. So it's not very deep, probably like 1.5 to 2.5 feet deep right here. It's really, really shallow. There's obviously something right there because it's like splashing. Let me see if I just put that there. That will catch something. I've done this before, just throwing in, demonstrating to someone else in the lobby with me, and caught a fish. Just picked up, and there's this fish. Let's throw that out there. Let's see what we can do. Yes, I did not forget there was one right out here, probably about 60 to 62 feet, that was trying to nibble. Somewhere between the tip of the line and the tip of my pole right now. So, maybe he's still there, maybe he fucked off, I don't know. Let's see if we can find this stupid ass. If not, I'm going to cast out to my right, back towards the dock, and try and drag back from the dock, where when I was on the dock, I was dragging to the dock. Maybe by reverse dragging, I might catch something else. Watching for something come from that way. You know, so sometimes the angle you're casting from and dragging from makes a huge difference in whether you're going to catch a good fish or not. So hitting those hot spots, very good. Hitting them from certain angles is huge. I'm going to kind of aim right there at the tip of my pole. You can kind of see that white and green buoy marker I have out there. I'm going to try and hit that way, and try and drag from that way back this way. And, you know, almost hit it. Almost hit to where it was. So I want to kind of level this even with the ground over there and just try and drag straight. I have a monoline, 0.009 inch monoline. It's almost translucent, so the fish tend not to see it so much, especially in murkier water like this. If it's clear water, they're still going to see it. As you see, the Lone Star Invisible line, if I collect 5 of these things on this water, these backlashes, if I catch 5 of them, I can create a line that is truly invisible no matter how clear the water is. And that's the challenge I've set up for myself personally right now. I've gotten to that point of challenges, so I haven't caught any of them yet. I'm trying. I'm 0-5, and I so want to try it. And I've seen some videos of people that have them, and it's pretty insane that they can just snatch fish left and right because the fish don't see the line moving. It's kind of made of like the underwater stuff under the water, so they kind of just think it's water movement moving the plants or whatever, and they don't pay attention. They just pay attention to the hook on it and think it's a fish. So it kind of does make it incognito for them. And I'm not really catching anything, or I'm not really seeing hot spots over here or anything like that. You know, I want to try and catch some fish. I might actually move to the right of these lily pads here and shoot straight across. They don't tend to really be out here right now for whatever reason. So finish reeling this in, and let's go over here. And we're standing next to these guys and kind of fish out. They don't seem to be catching anything, but level 3 here, he's really, oh, he caught something. What did he catch? What did he catch? Oh, look at it. He caught himself a trophy white crappie that is 1.34 pounds. That's actually a very, very good catch. Good job, buddy. Is that him? No, that's Majali. Who caught that? Oh, this guy over here, that's where I was. He just caught it. That's where I was actually sitting. And he caught that big boy right where I was just sitting a while ago on the dock. That's pretty cool. He took my hotspot on me. That's fine. I see a lot of ripples right here, so I'm going to kind of midsection of it. From here to the side, it's about 140 feet, I want to say. You can see where it landed almost all the way over, and it's at 115. So it's about 135, 140, the distance. And I'm going to try and drag right in the middle of all these little hot spots we're just here. That's the fish coming up to water surface trying to catch a little bit of air. So let's see if we can catch some coming through the middle here. Some people actually do enjoy watching fishing on TV and stuff. But it's an awesome game. You know, very simple. I can sit here and relax. I'm not stressing. I can actually speak to you in a calm, cool, collected voice, and, you know, talk to you guys as people. I've seen a lot of YouTubers who caught something. I see a lot of YouTubers that like talk like they're just talking to the game, and it doesn't really seem so interactive or more based to the fans. But yeah, look at spotted bass, $82, like insane, 11 XP, loving it. Really good shot. But yeah, if you have any questions about this game, or you do get it, like I said, PSN Plus is on the Plus store. It's free. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty damn sure there's a variation for PC. I'm not sure about Xbox because I don't do Xbox. You could probably Google and find out. Fishing Planet. Pretty sure they have a PC version of this. Some of these guys have been doing it for a long time. They have some really jacked out equipment. They have boats, all that. I don't have any of the boats and stuff yet. You have to be a certain level. I'm not sure exactly what it is offhand. But when I hit the level, yes, I will save the cash. I will buy a boat. I'll go on the boat and fish. Like, drop a line right out in the middle of the pole. About by that pole and stuff, I'll drop the fishing pole and stuff in there. And see if I can catch one. Oh, hot spot straight across. Let's see what we got here. Alright, that's a max throw. Let's see if we can get almost to the line over there. Oh, yeah. Wow. Almost hit the shore over there. 135 feet. About 8-9 feet shy of hitting the land over there. So, from this spot, I can pretty much hit a pretty distance. Almost the other side of the thing. So, I'm literally dragging sideways across the lake. So, you know, having a line, and you see, I normally as a rule only carry about 400 feet of line. I don't want to carry like 700 feet, and if a fish drags it all the way out there, it's like, yeah, that's not going to help me because I have nothing on the line to hold as a tension torque to it. The drag line, this is pretty cool. I'll throw it in a few more times, and then what I'll do is I'll cash out. I'll show you what's in my inventory. I'll show you what's in my house. I'll show you what's in the fish keep for I cash out. I'll show you those aspects, because just throwing the line to water, you're not really seeing the full game and all the aspects behind it. So if I don't catch anything here, what I'll do is I will turn around and cash out with half a load here, so you guys can actually get an idea of what you guys can actually do in the game. Just fishing is cool by itself, but it's not fully everything to do with the game in that aspect. Oh, caught one. Look at this. Let's see. What do we got here? What do we catch? Wow. Okay, cool. $24. That's another $24. Okay. So what you do at this point is, if you're on PlayStation, PC, if they have this, it's going to be a different variation of what button you press. But on PS4, once you get this point, hit your option button above your square on your controller. It brings up your map, inventory, shop, and all that. Okay, so if I tab R1 to inventory, okay, and you see Fish Keeper over here, R2 over specials, licenses. Yes, I have an advanced Texas license, it's unlimited, and I have a basic Texas license, unlimited. I started with unlimited basic, and I realized advanced is better. So don't be stupid and buy the basic, buy the advanced. It's so much better. It's unlimited. You never have to replace it. But in the Fish Keep, it's showing me my reward. So 20 fish, 1,276 fish, or $1,276. I don't get no coin for it. My max fish weight can be up to 8 pounds, 8.818 pounds, and have 18.610 weight out of a max of 33.069 pound. So you can see the fish. It tells the type of fish, what bait I used to catch them, what time of day I caught them. You know, like midday, early morning. It shows the weight, how long, how much XP, how much money I got for it. So it really, and it shows you a picture of the fish. You can see them. Some of them are pretty good size. Pickerels and white crap, you seem to be biting a lot today. Spotted bass are kind of there, but they're all pretty big. I think all these spotted bass are at least 1 pound, right? And the one was almost 2 pounds. This one's 1.5, 1.6, 1.914. That's pretty insane. You know, so yeah, that's a pretty good haul. And you're talking $1,276 just from sitting there throwing the shit in the line. Alright, so if we tap R1 to go back to map, if you look, it says hit circle to leave, square to go fishing. I can't show you what's in my home yet because I haven't left, but I will leave in a second. But I want to show you something else. When you get to the lake and it says go fishing, if you tab down with your directional pad on your D-pad on the left of your controller, it will tell you the weather forecast, what's going on, things like that. But this is a very interesting one. You hit fish species, tap right on your directional pad, and in there, if you tab over once it opens, tab over to the right, it will actually allow you to see the fish, and it tells you what the preferred baits are, you know, preferred lures that you can catch them with. Some are just bait fish, like the blacktail spinner. It's just a bait fish, so it would be the one with the bobber. And I use the semolina balls, dough balls. They're about the same. Semolina balls are a little more tasty, attractive to them. Then you have your channel catfish, which are really big motherfuckers. I mean, you've seen channel cats have a topping size of about 26 kilograms, which is 57 pounds, and maximum length of 102 centimeters, which is 62 inches. But on average, are usually around 4.5 to 9 kilograms, or 10 to 20 pounds. They're omnivores, which means they eat plant and they eat meat. That's an omnivore. It's an herbivore, for you guys that don't know, it only eats plants, and a carnivore obviously only eats meat. You know, saying so. They can be captured by a wide variety of baits, including worms, grasshoppers, shrimp, crickets, frogs, bread, peas, and cheese, among others. And it shows you the preferred baits from its pet food, leeches, small cut bait, large cut bait, blood. They're blood worms. They just, for some reason, it's called blood worms. It's not just blood, it's blood worms. I don't know why that's misprinted like that. I might have to write the development something misprinted, missed the word. Easy enough to miss with all these writings. Preferred lures is craws or crayfish. Golden shiners. They like seminoles and dough balls. Grass pickerels. They like small minnows, large minnows, casting spoons, which is what I call ones with the casting spoon, shads, poppers, walkers, and frogs. There's a lot of different stuff, and I'll show you in the shop real quick before I leave. And you'll actually see more in the shop when it says to travel, so you'll see a lot more stuff. You get limited stuff when you're at the lake to buy, when you can buy a lot more when you're not at the lake. So it's pretty cool. You know, you go to some lakes to go fishing, you have a little bait shop that only shows you can only get a few things. But if you're at home, you got the internet, you got all these other places you can go to and buy this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So same principle. Green sunfish, red deer sunfish, smallmouth buffalo. That is a cool looking fish, and they're pretty good size. They're an average, typical weigh about 5 to 15 pounds, and they can go 16 to 24 inches. But they can go up to about 35 inches in length at max and weigh upwards of 35 pounds. Hence the name smallmouth buffalo. Ugly looking fish, but it's a cool looking fish. You know, and it shows you different things they'll eat, but preferably they like Seminole balls, they like corn, mayflies, and bloodworms. See there it says bloodworms, the other one said blood. They just missed the word worms on it for whatever reason. Simple oversight for them, can be fixed. But then you have the spotted bass. You see me catch about 5-6 of them. White crappies. You know, so there's a bunch of different ones. But then here you go to your licenses, and it pulls up and it shows you. Here's the difference between the two licenses. That's why I'm kind of glad I did buy the basic. Buying the basic unlimited, you have to release. You cannot keep a common spotted bass, any trophy red deer sunfish, or any trophy bluegill. Any of those three you catch, you have to release, or you can catch a fine of $100 to $500 a fish. Why waste that money you're earning, and you're not going to get shit out of it? But the advanced one, there's no restriction. You can keep everything you catch. What you take, there's no restriction on where you take, no restriction on where you take either or, so it's the same for both licenses. But the bigger kicker is not just a release thing that you have to release. When you do basic Texas license, night catching on the night cycle is strictly forbidden, so you limit the time of days that you can go fishing, and a lot of times you get a lot of biting and predators and stuff at night that you're losing on with a basic license. If you're only gonna be out there shooting at the water with your pole during the day, then yeah, okay, grab the basic one. But if you plan once in a while to step up and go in the night cycle, the advanced is what you want. As you can see, it says night catch is allowed. License rules: released fish must be released once. Place it into a keep net or stinger is forbidden. Okay. You must keep this fish. Use a keep net or stinger. Store it. There's no restriction of what you can or cannot keep. You know, and warning: violations of license rules may result in a fine. The fine is imposed immediately, and amount of fine is 100 credits. So they did reduce it down to where if you do violate against the restrictions of your license, that it's 100 in-game dollar credits total. If you look at the top right, it says level 4 star 14, my name, shows my XP level, and it says 18 gold coins I've got, and I've got over $13,853 right now to buy whatever I need to. Another good thing is if I press down my D-pad, it gives me rooms. Now I can create a room at this lake which is just me, which is a new private room, or I can set it to just me and leave it so only friends can come in. So if you have a friend that plays this game and you see it says go fishing right here in orange, and you're like, oh, okay, you look right here, it won't say new friends only room. You know what I'm saying? What you're going to do is you're going to see that, you're going to go over, and then what you do is it will open a second window right next to it, same size as the one that says rooms to the right of it, and it will have your friend's name. You go over to that and just hit square to go fishing, and it will put you in the lobby with your friends. So that's how you get into private rooms. That's how you start a private room, but it has to say go fishing right here in orange at the very bottom left. If it doesn't, you're not going to be able to start a private room until you get here, and that's when you travel. Also, if you look on the screen there, it shows you the locations. There's 3 different locations: the Swampy Exploration, the Home Sweet Home, or the Dam Road. The 3 different locations on the map that you can go, you put yourself in, you can walk around pretty much the whole thing. You can walk almost all the way to the point to the right. You can pretty much walk over here where the Swampy Exploration is. You can follow the path straight back, and there's like a little log bridge on the other side of the lily pad that showed you in that section. You can walk around to the other side that way. Very minimal spots you can cut in those bushes to shoot your line out, so keep that in mind. Very limited stuff. When you're on the back point on the upper left there, you can't cast into the water from that side. So there are ways to circle around to the other side and try and get into a cut and cast out. Just be mindful of lily pads. You can see them all through the water on the picture here of the lake. You can get your line sniped, and it's a pain in the ass to redo. If I go into inventory, okay, alright, let me R2 over to my thing here for my backpack. These are the things that I have on me, the ones that are lit up. The ones that are dark, I can't put on this line. They're grayed out, like my turtle tackle. They're all grayed out over here because this is a casting rod. If I turn around and go like this, now they're all lit up because this is a line I can hook and bait and stuff on. So I'm going to show you from my casting line all the grayed out stuff I can use on my loadout too. Over here, there's, you know, all this stuff I don't have, okay? But I have a fishing bag. I have a fanny pack for a bigger thing in my fish jail. The thing on the lower right there, those three are already there. You can buy uniforms, you can buy stands for poles and all this different stuff. And I do have this stuff that's golden feed that I can mix together. And what that does is it allows me to throw in the water and pretty much chum the water the way they do with sharks, but for the fish. And it draws more fish to that area so I can actually really hit a hot spot really quick. Especially if I'm throwing where there's a hot spot, I'm going to get more fish in a hot spot, so I'm more tempted and apt to get bigger, better fish. Don't think I have it on me. I think it's actually in my, oh, wrong button. But, you know, here's, here, I'm just going to go down like this and show you the individual stuff. This is for my rods. I only have the two with me, and they're on my loadout 1 and 2. I have different lines besides the lines that are on the poles. I have a braid 0.007 inch. When I bought it, it was 1,000 line yard. It's tested at 8 pounds. The diameter is 0.007 inch, and that's 0.18 millimeter. And it's green color with this dark green murky water. Kind of blends in a lot. That's why I grabbed it for certain things like this. But as a rule, for most of the places, you want to do something like the Flora 0.008 inch. I bought a couple of those because I tend to use that a lot on my lines. If you notice, I have the 0.23 millimeter mono 0.009 inch line on my casting line. This is a braid. That is a clear straight line, less visible, so when I'm dragging the lines they don't see as much. And that's running the Crucian Hunter 3000. It is blue with the red line on it. And it gives you all the information of those things as well, like my value spin 6 foot 3 inch pole. The durability caps at 18,000. It's still at 14,820, so there's still a lot of durability on it before I have to repair it. Yes, you do have to repair your equipment. It really comes down to being that simple. But the Crucian Hunter 3000, I think, is probably, personally, the ones I played with, that's the best one I played with for line casting with a casting spoon. You know, you're talking ratio is a 4.9 to 1 ratio. So for every foot you pull, you're pulling about 4.9 pounds, which is actually a pretty good pull. Recovery is, you know, that you can snap my line pressing L2 is at the 25 inch mark, which is a pretty good distance, believe it or not. That's coming off the tip of your pole. So your pole's at 6 foot, so you're talking another 2 feet. So at about 8 feet away, you can hit L2 and rip them right up out of the water right to you. So that's 8 foot is a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? That's a big distance to be able to pull something out of the water without the fight. You know, the capacity for the mono is 12 of 100 braid, 20 of 135. So depending on the type of line you're using in there to reel on it, depends on how much you can actually put in there. So keep that in mind, that the different thickness of braids and floors and monos, as far as line, is different. And it says that I have the mono 0.009 inch on, but this is a 0.23 millimeter. There are other thicknesses of it, and that 23 millimeter, 0.23 millimeter is actually a thickness of the line, which is 0.09 inch. There are a couple different ones, believe it or not. The Max Dragon is 6.5 pounds. So that's 6.5 pounds of pressure the line is going to pull for you. So that's less tug you have to do fighting to get them in. The ball bearing ratio is a 5+1. So for every time you turn that, that's 5 times the reel is turning, bringing them in at maxed up pull. Your weight is 11 ounce, so it's actually not a heavy line or piece of equipment at all. It's actually very light, but very durable and very strong. And then I of course have my casting spoon 1/6 ounce number 2. And if I go with the other line, the Teleflor is 14 foot 9 inch. That's a long telescopic pole. That's 14 feet of distance. So recovery at 31.5 inches. So add another 2 feet, so you'd be pulling something out of the water with that at 16 foot, almost 17 foot distance. That's a huge distance pulling out. So knowing the numbers, figuring out what you want to do and make it the easiest for you, that's pretty cool. It's got a front drag to it, so you can't spin backwards on the line, backline it the wrong way. And of course on this I have the Pure Slim 1000. Very, very, very good spinner rod reel piece for it. It's really awesome. And then I have the glowing Pure Stripe float, and it actually can hold more weight than most of them. It's a little bit thicker one, and it glows, so it kind of entices the fish as well to draw them to that area to see what is just glowing like that, because you don't normally see sun glowing underwater. They see that glow point and it kind of attracts the fish. And then of course I have a number 6 hook on it. You can actually see it to the right of the pole, right below the semolina balls, which it tells us is a bait. It tells you the whole setup on the left and different information. And I run just shy of 200 feet, as a rule it's around 200 feet of line for this. So it's going to throw out like a third of the line to almost half the line. So you're talking, I could probably go out anywhere from like 80 feet to 100 foot, right around there on average when I cast it out. And when you're using a bobber, you don't want to have to pull from too far out. With a casting line, you're dragging constantly, so 200 feet out is nothing for it. That's why I carry more line on that one. So knowing that is a huge thing. But, you know, as far as inventory goes, you see the lines over here. I showed you both poles, information for them. Now the hooks. This is just in my backpack, what I carry me when I'm out fishing. Okay, and you can see, I'll hold on for a minute on the screen, let you actually look at them, see them, and read them. You know, the size 1 type octopus, it's pretty cool hook. It's a hook number 1. Then I have a hook number 1/0 that's more of a, like the hook 1 is got, you know, certain the shape of the hook, the way it cuts in, concurs back onto a hook. Some of them, and some are just straight hooks like you would, like a basic hook. If you notice, I don't use a line snag on the loadout. You see the seminal balls, the hook, and you see the bobber right between. It's like a little metal wire. That's a line snag. That's for like really pulling weight. It kind of gives you more torque, more control, so you're not fighting so much to get a fish in. With this setup at these lakes, there's not a huge lot of fish, so I don't run one on there. Once I actually get high enough low and get to some of the bigger lakes with some of these big fish, yes, I will definitely invest in buying one, because at that point I'm definitely going to need it. You would at that point as well. But you see the series, X series hooks. I have 8s, 4s, 2s, 10s, 10s. I have size 1s. I have the size 6 on. So, you know, I do have multiple different size hooks for different fish, for different locations and different things. Now we'll go to the next thing, which is bait. I have with me 4 different types of baits. Obviously I have the Seminole balls, but I have target fish for bass, trout, salmon, pike, crappie, white bass, predator carp, and European eel, among other predator fish. I have the small minnows. Below that, it's the bloodworms. Target fish are crappies, bluegills, pumpkin seeds, reed deer, sunfish, common shiny, and yellow perch, among a couple others. And then the maggots are obviously good for crappies, bluegills, pumpkin seeds, reed deer, sunfish, golden shiner, roach fish, and breams, and a couple others. So it tells you what they are, and it tells you how many I actually have. The Seminole balls I use a lot, so I'm going to end up buying some more. When I go to the shop here, I'm going to buy some more because I only have 9 of me. Before I go do that, when I go back to show it's my home set, which is a lot more than this, and I have other baits, you're like, wow. You know, I don't want to buy it if I have a ton of my already in my thing, unless it's like I'm out there fishing, I'm not done yet, and I have to buy some on the fly. Then it's a little different. But I probably got some more in my home. I don't know offhand. I haven't looked into home for a while. But, you know, that's just for the baits you can buy. And I'll show you in the shop all the different baits you can buy when I go to where I can actually go into my home and stuff. This is Shad 1. Obviously can't use it on this pole, but oh, ah, but I can, I can't even use it on this pole. It's designed for specific type of fitting hooks. It fits to a hook. So I have to get a pole that allows me to use the shad and put one of my hooks on along with the shad. These two poles I use don't allow me to have it, but it was something that I picked up not realizing it wasn't a casting spoon at first. I grabbed by accident, but they're pretty cool things. I've seen a lot of guys use them and do some really good things on other fishing lakes. I'll say I don't have no more of these on hand, but I have the bass jigs, which I can transfer this into. It's 1 ounce. It's like a little fuzzy thing instead of the metal hook. It works, but it doesn't work as well as this. On Emerald Lake, that actually the muddy water in the Emerald Lake locations, this mini bass works really, really well, especially the silver one. It works excellent. You'll catch a lot more fish than the gold or than this casting spoon that I swear by. So it's a 1/3 ounce hook number 1. It's white, but it kind of has a silvery glow to it. Those are more clear water lakes, and it really shows a lot more. So the fish tend to bite at it a lot more. And of course, I have my extra casting spoon in here. The one I have on is a 1/6 ounce number 2. This one I have in here is a 1/6 ounce hook number 2, and it tells you it's a 1.5 inch long thing. So that's exactly what's on the pole that you see on the screen right now. So it works great. Y'all seen how many I was pulling off of just sitting on dock, just throwing out there. I was pulling fish and left and right with it. So it's very multiple-taskable. This is where you would have that feed. I don't have it here. I might have some in my home. If not, I can probably pick some up. I have to go look. So you grind up certain fish and baits and things like that, and you can actually get it, make it yourself. Then there's all these other things at home and all that. So I can't look at any of these while I'm here. But let me show you the difference in the shop. Okay, Lone Star store. This is a store just for Lone Star fishing. So a lot of stuff you get in here is going to be really good for the lake, but there's stuff you can buy at the other lakes or in the home section off of here that are immensely better for the lake, and you're not seeing it because you're looking at the limited amount of stuff you can buy while out at the lake. Fod tips, sunfish tackle, main things you're going to look for. The bread. I am totally surprised that the fish will eat the bread as much as they will, especially when they're a carnivore. Bread, we obviously know it's not that. You're going to use your left thumbstick and pull down. It shows you your rods. So if I go like this and I just click on rods, it's going to show me they have 2 that you can buy while you're there, which is the Teleflow I use and the Value Spin I use. Those are the 2 poles that I use. I bought them here and I use them on the bigger maps, and they work immensely great. They're freaking awesome. Awesome. You see one's about 2,000, the other one's just shy of it. So it tells you all further information about the pull. Press down, just don't push the left thumbstick, just pull down like you're looking down with it. And you're going to use that goer. You're going to have your reels. There's 3 different reels. The Mini Spin 800, the Mini Spin 1200, and the Callisto XR 1000. Out of those 3, the one I would recommend if you don't have the Crucian, or the other one I have, is the Callisto SR 1000. That's $1,125. It's the most expensive one, but it is a great, beautiful, what do you call it? It's really an awesome reel. So, if you're gonna spend a little money that you've earned into something to make yourself better, and you don't have enough to get the Crucian Hunter, the other one I have, the Callisto XSR 1000 is an awesome fucking reel. It's the spool head is just amazing. It's really good. Now we go over to tools and equipment. You can get the Fish Hut XS, which allows you to hold max single fish weight can't be more than a pound, and you can hold up to 4.4 pounds of fish. So if you're catching a lot of little ones, that's not bad. The next one for 480, a little more, your max fish size can be 3 pounds, which is pretty much the max you're going to really catch starting out on Lone Star. But you can only hold up to 8 pounds of fish, which kind of sucks. But it's a lot better than what you have starting out. So it's worth the 480. I would strongly recommend getting the hobby gear thing for $1,500 in-game dollars. As you can see to the right, you can hold 2 rods, 2 reels, and the material is polished to D600, and it tells you all the information about it. That's what allows me to hold two different poles, whether for two different setups, the casting reel and the bobber reel. So then you go to terminal and tackle. You got your number 10 hooks, your oval, your black oval number 2, and your number 1 oval. These are hook number 10, hook number 8, hook number 6. 3 really good hooks, and they're really good for Lone Star. So you just go into it. Here's another one. This is where you're gonna find your casting spools. The Slav spoons, they're good, but they're not really that great on Lone Star. For whatever reason, they don't work that great, but they're recommended for it, and I don't see where it helps. And the gold ones don't tend to work with that dark, murky water so much. These silver ones kind of catch any light in the area a lot better. So I recommend, if you're going to buy anything, spend $150 for one and buy that. Baits, like you have bread, you have dough balls. You don't have Seminole balls. You have dough balls, you have the cheese, you have the red worms, which is obviously red worms. Worms catch fish, it's known. Bread does pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really, really good bait, and I was shocked to see how much that they'll come in. It tells you what the target fish for it are. Once you're on this screen, L controls the main thing, but if you want to look at what the other ones are, use your right thumbstick just left or right on it, and it shows you the different fish. Lightweight, light. It shows you all that. Ground baits and additives. Okay. There's none you can buy when you're on the fly there. Boats, there's none you can buy. Licenses, it shows you the license for a location. I own both. And unlimited is the coin. So if you have 7 gold coins set up, do yourself the favor. Buy the Advanced Texas license. If you're going to be at the Texas Lone Star Lake all the time a lot, it's well worth it. For a day, it's only $200. But if you're really trying to go at it, do the 7 coin. Do yourself that favor. It's one you don't have to pay to travel to, and it's awesome to have the advanced license because you can sit there and fish and have no restrictions all day. You don't have to worry about, I got to throw this back, or I got to release this, or I can't catch this, or you don't have to worry about all that bullshit. It's nighttime, I can't catch fish. This allows you to catch fish at night. There is no restrictions, period. So it's best to take those 2 extra coins over buying an unlimited basic to buy that advanced one, and that's the same with any lake. If you got the coins up, buy the advanced one. You will not regret it. You'll be able to fish it with no restrictions. And then you have your services, store expansion, all that stuff. Marker buoys. You can see they're a coin a piece, and you've seen 4. I have 4 on that lake. I have several on other lakes. So it does cost a lot. For 17 coin, I can buy 32 marker buoys. It's 50% off. So it's a huge thing. I have the 10 marker buoy I paid $7 for, so I bought that a couple times. I have 20 of them. That cost me 14 coin. And now I'm kicking myself in the ass because for 3 extra coins I could have had 33, and that's an extra 13. But I did buy 2 packs of 20, so I do have some more to put out there, and I have them on several different lakes that I have unlocked. Tackle template slot. I haven't really messed with that. I'm not even sure what that is. That's a newer thing to the game. Increases the maximum number of tackle template slots by 1, which means I'll be able to hold more tackle. And then you have these storage boxes, okay? Designed to expand your storage space, adding additional tackle slots in your inventory. Right now, what I have all the stuff at home. I don't have to bring it all at once, so I don't see where I want to spend 300 coin to buy this thing, and I don't want to put money into the game to buy the coin for it. For what? It's kind of ridiculous. I don't need it. But recipe slot increases the maximum number of chum recipe slots by 1, so I can end up with another one. But yeah, and then you have your premium shop and all that, and I'll show you what this is. It's where you can buy the actual coins. So for that thing, the storage thing expansion is 300 coin. It'll cost you $15 plus tax. Like, who the hell wants to put $15 in a game just to have an advanced thing when you're not gonna be able to carry all at once unless you can jump from lake to lake to lake to lake to lake, and you don't want to have to keep going back to home storage for it take that time. You can easily just go back, grab it, and then just make sure you got it before you travel to that location, and then you don't need to worry about it. There'll be things you won't need at the new location that you can put in home and grab the stuff from the new location out of home. But there's fishing packs and all sorts of things that allow you to have all these little bobbers and all this crazy stuff. And I see people spend all this money for these add-ons, and I'll tell you right now, 90% of them don't work. Like, they don't work. Boat packs, $40, you get a boat. $35, you get a little speedboat thing, you know. And it's like ridiculous. Like the Bass Boat Explorer pack, we notice there's 2 seats. You can have a friend with you that can jump in with you. The kayaks, it's just yourself. The Metalhead motorboat has 2 seats. It can be you and another guy. Same thing with the Daredevil motorboat pack. Personally, I haven't used them yet. I don't really see the whole rushed thing. Tournament packs, event packs, sport packs, and all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, and then here's the missions. You can pick on the one you want, activate it, fish out 5 bits of old backlash in the bottom of Lone Star Lake, and make your own invisible line that will be thin and murky enough to trick into biting a sharp-sighted monster like the Mad Eye Buffalo. Each one of these lakes has its notorious, well-known fish. From Lone Star, it is the Mad Eye Buffalo. And he is one big bastard. And he's very, very slick. People that have been playing this game for a while, very few have ever caught him. He is really a rare fish. So this invisible line, if you can catch 5 things out of it like I'm trying to do now, will allow you to have a much greater chance to catch this impossible monster. You know, so I've done one task, travel to Lone Star State. Now I have to catch 5 of those things underneath. It's not the easiest thing in the world. But if I can catch 5 of these visible lines, hell, I'm golden. So, it's not an easy task, but once I do, it gives me a chance to go after that big bastard. And if I can get these 5, I will do a live stream for a day, and I will spend a day going through and try to catch this Mad Eye Buffalo. I'll upgrade all my stuff to be able to hold its weight and pull him. It might be a fight, but you know what? I'm willing to go for it. Oh, no guts, no glory, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's different things, underwater trash and all that you can do for different locations. Collect underwater items to clear the waters. You get 1 gold coin, $2,000. Underwater trash trophy for that specific location. It's, you know, it could be for anything. So I have to catch and take backlash. I have to catch and take backlash with weed. Catch and take a boot. I have to catch and take plastic bag. Catch and take a rag. So it could be something that could take a while because you don't always catch these things. So yeah, there's a bunch of different things here for that. You know, so it really comes down to like if I go over here, it's gonna, like, obviously you have your settings, game controls, right-handed, left-handed. So if you're a left-handed gamer, it will swap all the stuff for the left-handed. So when you're fishing, it's more apt to you. Audio. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn the sound volume up because I want to hear. You know, I want to hear, you know, what's going on. We'll turn it up to about 75. Interface sounds. I don't really care about music. I don't really want, because that music kind of gets annoying. You know, float fishing bite sound. So I can have it so it does that. Let me put the environment sound so you can actually really hear. Before I go home, I'll jump back in by the lake and I'll let you actually really hear the environment sounds. You know, so float fishing bite sound. Yeah, we'll put that on, and we're gonna hit square to apply. Okay, so we turn the volumes up a little bit. Okay, you know, then you have your credits, the support, and all that shit. This right here, tutorial. It shows you inventory. How to operate everything. It's very good to go to that question mark. It's how you can kind of answer some of the basic questions you might not know the answer to. How to navigate, how to do the controls, Lone Star State, your license work, fishing, all that good stuff. This will show you your friends. So it's showing all my friends, and there's a lot of them here. Yes, there's almost 1,900 friends on this friends list. But these guys have premium accounts. Sales says premium. They've actually paid for a premium account. I do not have a premium account. And it'll show you who's on and everything like that. What their level is. Like Shotgun Matt's at level 14, same level as me. I don't think I have anybody higher level near the top here. There might be a couple that are like 30 or something that really get into this game. This guy's 22 big burrows. He's played for a long time. I actually met him through this game. He's an awesome guy. Gave me a lot of good tips and tricks on different things to do for different maps and location, and taught me a lot of stuff. I'm passing you guys. McBlunt's at 18. He's an awesome guy. I've known him from AA and some other games. He's an awesome guy. Everyone on my list is awesome. I don't turn around and keep morons on my list. I don't keep those fools. It's just not my cup of tea. But you can see their levels. Most of them are like 3, 4s, played for a little bit, and then just went off to their games. It's pretty much just a building game for them, like me. I've dedicated a little more time to it than some of the guys. So then when I go like this, it's gonna show me the weekly XP and stuff like that. And some of these guys, look at level 58, level 60. There's 59s, there's 60s, 58s, 59s. Ranked 262 in tournaments. This guy's ranked 4. This guy's ranked 100. He's ranked 6 times in tournaments, 82 times, 91 times, 9 times, 9 times. Shows you trophies. This guy's got over 11,000, almost 12,000 trophies. He's caught over 800 unique fish. Maleka has, capped up to 100 ranking, up to 100 in tournaments, and higher the number, the better you are. Tells you his weekly XP. And the amount of fish he's caught over 34, almost 35,000 fish. He's got over 86, almost 8,700 trophies. He's caught over almost 2,100 unique fish. So these are guys, if you know names, if you wrote them and said, hey, you got some good tips, they might actually be able to help you. There's a couple of guys I'm friends with that are on that list. I happen to know some of these guys that are on my friends list. I see them from time to time. They're really good. And they can give you some really good information. Competitions, the fish, and things like that. Then you have my name, my fish records, and things like that. As you can tell, smallmouth buffalo, yes, I have caught one, and it was 2.771 pounds, 17.043 inches, and I caught it with the dough balls off my my bobber line. It shows the challenges. I've completed 16 challenges of all these challenges and stuff, and what they are. I can show you 3D of the fish, things like that. I've been playing since November 2nd, 2017, off and on. I've only done 19 days in game. 19 days I've gone, and you can see I've had the game since 2017, almost 3 years. I've had that game, and I've only done 19 days out of over 1,000 days. So even to get to 14 and be able to learn what I learned and catch 529 fish, 483 common, 46 trophy fish. I haven't caught any unique ones yet. That's my personal goal, is to get at least one unique one. But level experience is 6,558. I need 6,680. And so you're talking, I need 140, what is it? Let's see, 42 and 80 is 122 more XP. So I'm not that far from hitting 15. So I can always go here and it shows me the 3D appearance, whatever. It shows you all the information for you, your trophies and everything. So, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the fishing thing. We'll go here for a second, just so you can kind of hear the actual sound environment. I mean, listen to the water. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty crazy. I'm gonna cast out and reel back in fast, just so you can kind of hear the sounds. And I got the wrong line on. That's okay though. But we'll reel this in. Maybe we'll catch some. Who knows? I'm still at 18.6 fish. Oh, you heard that ting? That ting is something bit at the line. Gotcha. Look at that. Caught him. Caught him. Didn't expect to catch it. It's 13. There's another 4 XP. So 122 minus 4. So I need 118 XP now to hit my next level. That's pretty cool. And no $13. So we'll catch him. Alright. But you can hear the sounds. You hear the birds? Y'all hear the birds? Beautiful. Peaceful. Serene. So alright, what we're gonna do is hit the option button on our controller, and then at this point we're gonna hit circle, and it's gonna say, are you sure you want to leave? Verify it, hit X. It's gonna show you, if I had a premium membership, it would have given 487 XP, $1,933, and instead I got $1,289 and 325 XP. So that's pretty cool. You know, I got a good amount of XP just fucking around, bullshitting with you guys on the mic, explaining a little bit about the game, talking about a few other things, and just showing my appreciation for you guys sticking around. But yeah, it's really cool. And I will say for hours doing this, it's just beautiful. I didn't complete any challenges, but it shows me the trip results, what challenges, things like that. You can see on the screen the difference. I could have made almost $700 more and like 150, 160 more XP had I paid for a premium thing. But why would I spend money in the game just for that little bit? That was hit X. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab over to inventory, and now you see backpack, home, my templates, and all that. So I showed you everything that's in my backpack, so I'm going to hit R2 to home, and I'm going to show you everything that's in my actual thing here, okay? What's in my home. This is the stuff that's not in my backpack. This is stuff I have in my home location. So I don't have other fishing poles here, but I have multiple different lines. The braid 0.005 inch, the braid 0.006 inch, the floor 0.008 inch, and you can see on the right the diameters, the colors, the test weight of how much it is, how much yardage is there, and to the right of all that, next to the trash can, it shows you a little oil thing, and it shows you how many yards of that line I actually still have. So out of 500, I have 49 with the Flora. The 0.006 braid, the 1,000 yard, I have 229 left. I've used that a lot. When I started braid 0.005, 500 yards, I've had 80 left. So that's a big difference. Somewhere it won't fit on this reel line. Like the mile leader is more or less for the other reel that I had and got rid of. But I still have in case I get another one. Then there's all these hooks. You know what I'm saying? This is my casting line, so it's not going to turn around and have it. But I have like all these. Let me do this. So you can actually see them lit up, so you can actually get a better view of them. These are all hooks and all these different bobbers and things like this. This is my home. This is stuff that's not even in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? I have an open feeder, half weight, a half ounce material plastic. It's a lead line type, mesh cage, capacity is low. That's for actual catching. It's not something I put on the line. It's something you're going to put in the water to catch fish. It just allows me so much to put in almost like a live trap. You're not going to do that so much at Lone Star. You're not going to have that close edge that this thing's going to apply. Then there's baits. Let me go back over so you can actually see the baits. Yes, I have live shiners, 10 of them. I have small cut bait, bread, dough balls, pet food, Seminole balls, grasshoppers, pinkies, red worms, you know, and it tells you, you know, I have a lot of them, as you can tell. There's 243 bread, there's 36 things of small bait, cut bait, 10 shiners, and these are pretty big, like bait. I mean, it's an actual fish you're throwing to catch some of these big monsters, and they'll drag your bobber down. Even the big advanced bobber I have on, that thing will drag that bobber straight down. It weighs that much, so I have to wait till I get leveled up to actually start using that more so, because I need to get the better bobbers and things like that, because it weighs so much. It's heavyweight, small cut baits, medium weight, you know, so it's just one of those things. It's just freaking insane. I have this crawl that won't work on this line. I have to get another pole or another setup for it. But you know, I have it. I bought it. It was on sale, so I grabbed it. So when I get to that point, I have it. This is what I have in here. I have one of these, 3 ounces in my backpack, but I have a 1/8 ounce, number 1/0, and I have a mini bass jag of 1/3 ounce of number 1, which I have one in my backpack and 4 in here. But I have 5 of the, you know, 1/8 ounce. So I have them for different fish, different locations. Here's more casting spoons. I got 8 more here. I got 6 of gold. I got 5 slop spoons. You know, the 1/3, 5 slop spoons of the 1/6, which are number 4 ounce and number 1 ounces. So there's a lot of different things I have in here in the home. So there's a lot of stuff in my home as well as my backpack. I mean, this is just in my home right here. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so if I go back to here, this is also that's in my backpack. That's a lot of stuff I've accumulated and whatnot. But what I want to show you is literally the shop. Okay? We saw what was in there when we're at the lake. Now that we're not at the lake, Look at all the poles that are here. There is a shit ton of stuff in here. A lot of poles. You know, so there's a lot of them here. And you can see that the value's been 6.3. There's elemental 6.7. Telefloats. I got the value's been 7.6 here, which is a quarter to 5.7 ounce lure weight, whereas the one I have is a 1/6 to 5/8 ounce. So this one's going to be a little bit better with a 3 to 7.5 pound. This is a 3 to 6.5 pound 2-piece fast action guide 7. This is a 2-piece mod action fast and guides 8. So it's going to be a lot stronger for this pole, even though it's 1.3 feet bigger. You know, so it's still going to be lightweight, a little bit better pole, and things like that. But it's pretty cool that there's all these different poles and stuff in here that you can go to and use. And then there's actually the reels. We saw, what, 3? Wow, look at this. We have like 10. You know, so there's a lot of different ones here. The mini spin, the Callisto, the mini spin 1200, the low deck 15 PSE, the Crucian Hunter 3500 SE, 42 gold coins. I'm saving up for that because it's a step up from the one I actually run. You got the Felix 500, which is pretty good. And the Spartacast 3000 SE is insane. The Callisto XSR 1400, like I said, is a insanely good reel for your rods. If you're looking for a good reel for your rods, this is definitely one I would recommend at a lower level to use. $1,150. It's well worth it. It will help you a lot. The Spartacast 2000 is pretty decent, and it's okay. The Windcast, I wasn't a big fan of it. It didn't seem the greatest. You can actually go into it and look at all those things after. So we're gonna go back to, alright, we're gonna go to lines. Now there was only 2 in there at that time, right? Look, wow, look how many are here. You know, so you got the mile leader, the mono 0.05s, different sizes, different thickness, different lengths, you know, all these different ones. So you know, there's a lot more in here when you're on the home screen having traveled yet. Here come the fish ones. We got the camo belt, the camo vest for 200. You know what? Low key, I'm gonna buy that. Okay, I'm gonna buy it so I can put it on my character. I'm not gonna lie. This one right here is the same one I already have. I'm not gonna buy it again for 2 rods, 2 reels. Probably restore all that. The chum chest. What this does is it's spacious, super durable. The chum chest is a reliable, high-quality tackle storage piece designed with feeder fish enthusiasts in mind, featuring a spacious, roomy compartment with additional slots for storing all your feeder baits. I don't have a lot of feeder baits, so I'm not gonna put that. But I do have the Easy Go belt pocket. What that does, it allows me to carry, just in that, it allows me to carry 5 tackles with 1 line material. It doesn't allow me to carry reels. Ground bait component is 0. So you got this fish out here, allows you to hold 15 pounds for $6.40. Shit, you can't go wrong with that. $6.40 for 15 pounds max weight. A single weight fish is 6.5. It's fish friendly, it's low, and its material is nylon. This one for 20 allows you to hold 15.5 and a 31 pound total fish weight. For 20 pounds, you can't go wrong with that for the 20 coin. But I actually hold more in the fish jail that I actually own. So, you know, it's just a little bit of stuff here. Light construction made of aluminum alloy and anti-corrosion layered fork stand makes this simple and effective rod stand a convenient choice for everyday and occasional angling. Okay, so I can throw the bobber out in there and I can put the rod there and it's not going to pull my line. There's no bite alarm on it, which kind of sucks, but you have that thing turn on the sound that ding, it's a bite, you know, and you know to pick that one up and deal with it. So I can put a rod, I can put that down and throw my bob line out and be casting while it's sitting there with the bob line out. You know what, Loki, I'm buying it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to take the investment. Let's see what we got here. And I'm still at over 14,000 in-game dollars. Okay, so let's go look at terminal tackle. And I'll show you, I'll equip the vest and all that. If you're looking for sinkers, yes, there's some sinkers here. Coated lead, flat spear, so it's something that's going to pull the line down in for a long lead line. This open feeder, I actually have it. That's what it looks like. Plastic feeder with lead sink. The fins improve in flight stability and prevent rolling, durable, and environmental friendly. Not something that impresses me. Simple bell. Very simple bell. What it does, alarm fishing double bells with the plastic clip. Clamp it easily on your rod. It will ring when the fish is hooked. Low-key, I'm going to buy that and I'm going to put it on with the other one that stand. So when I put my rod on, I'll have it on there. That way it will ring and let me know, hey, there's something there. Anything to give yourself that little edge. Let's go look and see what we got for lures. I don't use the sinkers. I don't need them at this point yet. There's different jigs and jig heads and mini bass and shads and all this stuff here that you can actually use. And there's more other ones at the other fishing locations. This is a base overall store, but if you go over to the other locations, there's a lot better stuff. And you'll see more stuff show up here as you level up even more. So it's definitely, here's the baits. All the optional baits are out there, Brad. Mayflies I can buy. I've got shiners I can buy flies.